Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Abbey under the command of Mike 1963-1. Game started. Well, he's got 155mm howitzer to play with and 550 Alpha. And the gun is mounted in a swivel bracket, which means you can fire over a very wide arc on the enemy. And it's in a Walker Bulldog hull as well, which means that it's reasonably quick. Okay, well, we can see that Mike is actually aiming down the Abbey Road towards the enemy, but it's a bit too far actually. I think you need to be aiming a little further back, because that's where they'll first be spotted. You always aim for where the enemy will appear to your teammates, because they're the ones who are spotting for you, and the moment they appear, then you can put a round into them. But if you aim too far back over the ridgeline, they won't be seen there, they'll be seen closer, and your shell won't go near them. But it looks reasonable to fire at that distance, because that little house, that's where a lot of the little light tanks will turn up and then get fired at. Well, it's a tier 8 battle, and none of the enemy have come into sight yet, but you can be sure that there are enemy tanks moving into position. The FV304's moving into a little spot at grid square D3, so he can get shots on the enemy. But still no sign of them. Okay, well, Mike has now decided that he's going to aim in the west passages, and that's probably also a reasonable assessment, a reasonable chance of seeing them. And he's finally found one. It's a VK3001P. He's hiding behind the rock. He's going to pop out to shoot and then pop back behind the rock. Rounds out, and well, he got some stun assist and damage there, but he just got hit by an enemy M44 who managed to work out where he was, fired at the bush and got a round into him. But it didn't kill him, only 118 hit points. But I think the reason he was fired on was the M6 saw him when he shot. And the M44 was already pre-aimed in that position. So he was too close to the bushes, and that's why the shell hit him. Okay, that only might move back. If he does, then we might be able to get a shot into him. The Oni just derped. Mike is adjusting his shots. This could work. Rounds out. Just missed. He pulled forward at the wrong moment. Unfortunately, we didn't get that one in. And there's another round coming in from the M44 on the enemy team. He's still trying to get us. And I think he's being spotted by the M6 that's over there. And that's what the problem is. Pretty sure that M6 is trying to spot him. Might be a bit outside view range though, I would have thought. So maybe it's not the M6. Maybe it's just he's firing at the tracer. Oh, now there's a Cromwell just coming out of the Abbey area. And oh, we got hit in the back by a Challenger. Dive over the edge quick. Yep, good, good. Now you can spin and turn on this thing. You can handbrake turn if you need to. I actually killed 2 Cromwells that were chasing me using a handbrake turn and the derp capability of the M44. And Mike's moving over to where the other M44 is so he can get shots at the enemy. Okay, hopefully he's going to turn around. Yep, he is. Oh, are you turning back? Yes, he is. Good. Excellent. Now get shots on these guys, take them out of the game. It's a TS5 and a Challenger. Okay, which one's he going to go for? He's going for the Challenger. It's the lighter armoured of the two. Rounds out. Hit! 268. Good hit. Picked up some stun assist as well. Keep working that Challenger. He's going to go down fairly quickly. He's got only minimal hit points left. Almost loaded. Rounds out. This should kill. It does. And now it's just the TS5 to kill. Now, if he can isolate this tank. He's trying to go after our AT7, but we can just about get a shot in. No, too late. The AT7 was tracked and damaged. Rounds out on the TS5. It overshoots him. But the Jackson, I think, has got the better of him. He's put around into the side. The other M44 just hit him. Okay, we've got that M6 over on the other side of the battlefield. We can put a round into him. It's going to be a difficult shot, but rounds out. Here we go. Yep, 74 hit points of damage. 4 critical hits. The 88 on the enemy team's turned up at the gates to the riverside. We're almost loaded. Going to start hitting him. That's it. Rounds out. Good shots. Yes! It stunned him. I think it tracked him as well. He's now fighting our Progetto, who's got behind him. Now he's going to start putting a new posterior into this guy. Yep, he's just unloading his shells into the 88. So long as we keep him stunned. The M44 on the enemy team appeared. Very odd place for the M44 to be. I think the Progetto will probably take him out. Oh, he's got company. He's got company. And we just lost the Progetto. The next target's a VK3001P. We saw that guy before. He was over on the other side of the battlefield. We fired a round in and... No. Now we fired a round in. Going for the M6. Wipes him out. So that's the second kill for Mike. The VK's hiding behind that rock for the moment, but as soon as Mike's loaded, he's still loading at the moment. That was a shot from the other M44. He's a one shot now, rounds out. It should be a splash kill. It is! Mike's got his third kill. And there's only one enemy left. It's that M44, and our team are descending upon him as we speak. Here he goes. Oh, that was a close one. He almost got rammed head on. But, oh, you coward. You fight. You don't die into the water. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he did crash actually, so he wasn't a victory. But no, we don't do that. We don't suicide. We fight to the end. We try to ram the enemy. If we can't shoot them, we ram them. So he got the coward's way out. And it's a third class tank for Mike 1963 one of REBRN in the M44. Very well played. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 9 in that one. And he got 3 kills, which were very good as well. And he said inspired and educated by general disturbance. So that's very kind of you, Mike. Very kind indeed. I tried to do my best to explain about how to do things and what to look for. Well, we can see in this battle, Mike came halfway on the table, but he did come at the top when it came to number of kills. He got 631 hit points of damage. The high scorer got the Progetto, managed to get 3,515, although he was killed because he went around the corner and met 3 of the teammates, enemy teammates all together. When it came to kills though, you can see Mike's right at the top. He managed to get the second highest number of kills. The highest was that Progetto, and then came Mike with his M44 and the KV3 and the M6 on the enemy team. All got 3 kills apiece. When it came to base XP, well, he's a little further down the table with 667, but it's still a very good result considering what he did. And the high score again was that Progetto with 1,223 and the KV3 with 813. Mike fired only 11 rounds during that game, and he was almost straight away the target of the enemy M44 and was trying to work out where he was. I think he did see the tracer actually, and that's why he aimed at that spot. 2 direct hits on the enemy, 0 penetrations, but 8 splash. Damage of 631 hit points, all of it at closer, yes, all of it was at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit, yes, unfortunately, he did get shot in the rear as he was trying to escape. I think it was from the Challenger, and it was a penetration. He also got 1 hit by way of splash damage. That was from the M44 trying to kill him, and it did do a fair bit of damage, but it wasn't enough to wipe him out. He damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 654 hit points of stun assist off 5 stuns. And on a premium count, he earned 17,624 credits, got 50,000 credits from Veni Vidi Vici, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 68,985 credits. He received 667 XP, times 2 for the first victory, got 501 from personal missions payout, and took home 2,503 experience points altogether. Now, the best thing about that battle was the moment that Mike got spotted, he relocated over as quickly as he could to where his teammate was with the other M44, and the pair of them were laying down masses of fire on the enemy who were trying to come through those gates. And I think between the pair of them, they actually did manage to hold back the tide until the rest of the team could come back and kill the remainder off. But I thought it was a very efficient way of getting at the enemy, and of course the results are in the pudding. In the proof is in the pudding. You can see the fact that he got 3 kills, and he did it very well indeed. Although I would still say you're looking a bit too close to the ground. You need to be a bit further up higher so you can see what's going on generally in the area whilst you're fighting. Not too high in a sort of like God's view where you can see the entire battlefield. Just high enough so you can see a distance of at least 1 grid square at any one time, and so you can spot where the other enemy tanks are, because you might be focusing so close on one tank that you miss that there's another tank, an easy kill just a few meters away, but out of your view because you're just looking too closely. But you'll bear that in mind for your next game. And yes, we have got another game coming up for Mike 1963 1 very shortly, so do stay tuned, and thanks for watching.